Hey, what's up, my Wangu Wazuri? This is AV, and I'm back again to share my experience giving an artist talk at Silver Sprocket Comix in San Francisco with a couple of my comics friends, Tyler Cohen and Ajuan Mance. It was a great day. The trip over to San Francisco is relatively easy. Parking is not, so I circled around several times in the Mission District, but finally made it to the comics shop and we set up. First thing we did, we've lost a couple of titans this past couple of weeks in Ricardo Padilla and Trina Robbins, so we all agreed that we would pay tribute to them. This is a wonderful space, so we knew that the guests and the organizers would love that.
The Latino Comics Expo and a really special human being. Bit of a devil, but in the best kind of way. Really generous of spirit, really just sweet man who I always looked forward to talking with every time I saw him. Trina Robbins, who founded Women's Comics and changed the comics world.
Into it. My name is A.V. Jenner. I am an open-based comics artist and writer.
And then I went on to talk a little bit about my participation in the comics anthology Box of Bones.
And tonight I'm going to talk about the book that I was a part of, the comics anthology called Box of Bones. The two, I did chapter 6. It was a group effort, so I did pencils and ink, and John Jennings and I used Jama Everett wrote the full comics anthology and also helped color it. And this is the first time I've ever done anything like that. It's an incredible book that it's been since 2017, 2018, since I started on this project. Again, I typically write my own work. I write a horror comic, Nothing Good Ever Happens at 4 a.m., which is a zombie comic that happens in Oakland, California. And normally I am the writer, and I draw it, and illustrate it, and self-publish it. This is exciting to do this.
I primarily wanted to talk about the difference in working as a collaborator rather than the solo maker. So this was really fun to talk about.
And so I'll tell you a little bit more about what this book is about. From John Jennings, when Black graduate student Lindsay begins her dissertation work on a mysterious box that pops up during the most violent and troubled time in Africana history, she has no idea that her research will lead her on a phantasmagorical journey from West Philadelphia riots to Haitian slave uprisings. Wherever Lindsay finds someone who has seen the box, chaos ensues.
Honored to be partnered with such amazing talent such as John Jennings, Stacey Robinson, and IZ Jama Everett. I will talk about my process.
From my chapter, the chapter that I penciled and inked is called Capsa de Osas. So from the earliest archives of the Bahi region, recordings of former slaves retelling the times of rebellion. They will say we were enslaved, but we were so much more. We were Muslim and Christian, pagan and animist. He spoke Swahili, Arabic, Portuguese, Spanish, and English. We were fathers, mothers, sons, and daughters. And so I find it interesting the way that he decided to color these pages. This is something I never would have thought to do. And again, in some of the pages, he made decisions to use less color. And he said he wanted to saturate the page, but really not overwhelm my ink drawings, because my ink line work is really full of hashtags and a lot of detail. And so I actually really appreciate the care that he took with my work and sort of left a lot of my original gesture work and line work and motion and action, I think Tyler called it. And so it was really fun to explore the historical context. I researched a lot of the enslaved costumes of the army and the enslaved people, but also their plazas and their fountains and churches, and trying to incorporate as much as that as I could into the comic. And part of the Box of Bones, there were these dolls that would be hanging and come to life and sort of eat you up, so almost like talisman dolls. And so I really had fun with that. Like, again, I was just giving word descriptions and all of it would be just my own imagination. And so I just thought it was fun to explore these themes. And like they said, the Muslims would pray, and so I just came up with all these original characters in the box of bones to set all these demons, 4 demons in the box that would be set free.